The king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already. Brace yourself for the main event. Y'all impatiently waiting. It's like an AIDS test. What's the results? Not positive. Who's the best? Pac, Nas, and Big. Ain't no best. East, west, north, south, floor style greetings. I embrace y'all with napalm. Blows up, no guts. Left chest, face gone.
Hi, my name is Anson Asaka. I'm the founder of New Possibility blog. And today I'm going to respond to some silly video that I saw on YouTube. I'm responding to some insults that this Uncle Tom named 5723 Michael put out there. This guy is an Uncle Tom. He's a sellout. He's a house Negro. He's a modern day real life Uncle Ruckus. He's Steven from Django. And I'm going to call him out. And I stand by those comments. Now, the first thing that he said in this video is that all I do is ad hominem attacks. That's not true. He put out a video called No Hope, No Change for the Blacks. He claimed in this video that Obama has done nothing for black people. And I responded to his video, point by point, without any insults in the video. I responded point by point to every issue that he raised in his video. And what did he do? He decided not to post the video. What did he do? He decided to block me. What did he do? He sent his minions, his white racist minions, to my page to spew hatred. That's what he did. Where I'm from, that's not what a man does. A man confronts his opposition. A man doesn't have any problem speaking truth to his opposition. But what does this guy do? He hides, he ducks, and he dodges. He doesn't want to deal with the substance. So if you look on my Twitter timeline, if you look on his timeline, all you will see is an exchange of insults. On my timeline, I put every point that I raised in the video on my Twitter timeline. I sent him tweets, commenting, raising all the substantive issues. But instead of responding to those issues, he wanted to exchange insults. That's the number one sign of a losing argument, when you have to resort to mindless insults. But if you insult me, I'm going to insult you. And if you are a duck, I'm going to call you a duck. If you're an Uncle Tom, I'm going to call you Uncle Tom. And that's exactly what he is. And I will explain it further at the end of this video. The second point that he claimed or made was that I use Obama as a litmus test for blackness. First of all, if you want to battle against the champ, you need to get prepared. You need to get your mind right. You need to do your research. If you researched, you would have known that I don't support Obama on every single issue. You would have known that I'm not even a Democrat. I never have been a Democrat. You would know these things. You would know that I've raised issues about foreign policy. You would know that I've raised issues about compromises on entitlements. But no, you didn't do your research. You weren't ready for me. You weren't ready for a real discussion. You were wrong again, dummy. You owe Uncle Tom. And I'm going to point out how you're Uncle Tom at the end of this tape. So I couldn't possibly use Obama as a litmus test for blackness if I oppose Obama on issues myself. And you also mentioned that anytime someone criticizes Obama, we call them racist. That's not the case for me. I don't call anyone a racist simply because they oppose Obama on different issues. However, I'm not ignorant. I'm not blind. I'm not stupid like some of you are. Some of you black Republicans that are blind to the facts. I can't ignore the fact that they have raised the issue of Obama's ethnicity. They've raised the issue about whether or not he was even born in the United States of America. That would not happen if he wasn't a black man. Anybody with a brain knows that. Anyone with common sense knows that. They talk about it, they describe them as lazy, as Colin Powell pointed out. They describe them as shucking and jiving. Those are racial terms. They describe him in all these racist terms. And I'm not going to ignore that. And most African Americans aren't ignoring that. We're acknowledging the fact that there is a racist opposition to Obama. Now, you can be blind if you want to. You can be ignorant if you want to. Fine. But the truth is, racism is at the heart of a lot of this opposition to President Obama. I don't recall in my lifetime ever a congressman calling the President of the United States a liar during the State of the Union address. There is no other explanation for that kind of disrespectful behavior other than race. You had a Southern racist, no good congressman say those words during Obama's address. That is unprecedented. That is an example, a prime example of the kind of racism that we have been talking about. We've seen those ridiculous Tea Party rallies where they have Obama depicted as a monkey, where they have Obama depicted as a witch doctor. If you don't think that's racist, something's wrong with you. If you don't think that's an example of bigotry, you must be blind. The third point you raised, you said that Obama is a failure. And in your lame, stupid video, No Hope, No Change, you raised this argument again. But as I pointed out in my response video, Obama has done many things that are worthy of respect and recognition. He's passed unprecedented health care reform. He's passed the Lilly Ledbetter Act. He's bailed out the U.S. auto industries. He's enacted the Fair Sentencing Act. He is the one. You talked about how Obama looked like a deer in the headlights. You talked about how Obama looked like he was in over his head. Well, Obama handled his business when it came to bin Laden. We don't have to worry about bin Laden anymore. Bin Laden is not here anymore because of Obama's bravery. So please don't tell me that Obama is a failure. That's just not consistent with the facts. Now, you mentioned the economy. Obama has added more jobs since he's been in office than Bush added during his entire term in the White House. And you can check that fact on factcheck.org if you don't believe what I'm saying. Now, you mentioned high black unemployment in the black community. First of all, this problem didn't start with Obama. Obama has been in the White House for a little over 4 years now. For years, for decades, the unemployment rate in the black community has always been twice the white unemployment rate during Republican administrations and Democratic administrations. So this is an issue that's larger than the president. It is an issue of institutionalized racism. That problem has been around for a long time. And one man in the White House cannot reverse hundreds of years of institutionalized racism. Now, he has addressed some of the economic problems in the community. There has been some improvement in black unemployment. Not nearly enough, but there has been improvement. Unemployment in March in the black community went down from 13.8% to 13.3%. And black male unemployment dropped from 18% in 2011 to 12.7% in March 2013. And there is definitely room for improvement. And if you read my blog, you would know that I've talked about this issue. You would know that I've raised the issue of high unemployment in the black community. And you would know that all those civil rights leaders that you delight in criticizing, they've raised the issue as well. This is a systemic problem. It's not going to be changed overnight. Obama is not a prophet. Obama is not Jesus. He does not walk on water. He does not part Red Seas. He does not raise the dead and bring them to life. He is a man just like you and me, and he has to deal with the realities of centuries of racism. And one man in the White House for 4 years is not going to reverse all of that. So please spare me the nonsense. Now let's get to the final point of this video. Throughout time, there have been traitors amongst the people. There have been sellouts. There have been turncoats. There have been Uncle Toms. And Brother Malcolm X told us what an Uncle Tom was. Brother Malcolm X told us what a house Negro was. He said that the house Negro loves the slave master more than he loves his own people, more than he loves his own self. And that's you. You have forgotten who you are. You've forgotten that you are a black man. You're like that Dave Chappelle character, the blind black man that's a member of the Klan and doesn't even know that he's black. The ignorant, stupid black man degrading and talking about his own people. That's what you remind me of. You are ignorant, stupid, and you don't even realize that all those white people that visit your station on YouTube, they are laughing and mocking at you. They are mocking you and enjoying your minstrel show. And you don't even realize that they are making fun of you. They are using you as a cover for their hatred. You justify and give them license to hate black people. I call you a Uncle Tom because that's what you are. Any black man that runs around and repeatedly calling his own people slaves, monkeys, coons, apes, over and over again in countless videos, I gotta say that something's wrong with you. You're sick in the head. You got problems. And as Malcolm said, the house Negro, when the master got sick, he said, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" Well, yes, you are sick. Your mind is sick because you hate yourself. Not only do you denigrate respectable black leaders who have given their lives, devoted decades of their lives to the struggle for black people. You enjoy denigrating them. You enjoy mocking them. But what have you done for your community? What have you done while you mock all these other leaders? What the hell have you done for the people other than insult them with your sick, demented videos? What have you done? You're a chump. You're a coward. I saw that video, the other video that you put up, your latest No Hope video. Behind the people's backs, you called them coons. But then when you approached them like a little chump, you called them brothers. You wouldn't dare call them a coon to their face because they'll knock you out, just like I'm knocking you out in this video. That's what cowards do. They talk one way behind your back and another way when they're in your face. That's what you do. You're a coward. Take off those shades. Take off that hat. What's your real name? If you believe in what you say, stand by it. Stand by what you say. Own up to it. I believe in every word that I say with every fiber of my being, and I don't care if the whole world knows what I'm saying. So I use my real name. If people have a problem with what I have to say, they can look me up and comment. I won't block them. And another example of your self-hatred is just the sheer title of your ridiculous and demented videos. You have a whole series of videos talking about why white women are better than black women. Don't you have a mother, brother? Don't you have a sister? Don't you have nieces and other female members of your family? What are you saying about them when you put out that ridiculous nonsense? What are you saying about your own black self when you put out that nonsense? And I'm convinced that the only reason why you hate Obama is because he's black. Because he's black. That's it. You're like Steven in Django when he saw Django on the horse. When he saw him approaching the plantation, he looked at his slave master and he said, pointing at Django, "Who's that N-word on that horse? Who's that N-word on that horse?" He was shocked and upset that a black man was free. He was shocked and upset that a black man was going to occupy the big house. And that's exactly how you are. You're ashamed and you hate the fact that a black man is in the White House. Well, you're nothing but a sellout. You're nothing but an Uncle Tom. And I'm going to end on this note. You always talk about how African Americans are stuck on the Democratic plantation. You always talk about how the Democrats have done nothing for black people. Well, answer this question, fool. Tell me, what have the Republicans done for black people in the last 10 years? Why is it that all these black Republicans always have to go back over 100 years to find something good that the Republicans have done for black people? Why is it that these black Republicans always have to go back to the 50s and the 60s to find something good that the Republicans have done for black people? I'll tell you why. Because they have done nothing for black people. They have only done things against black people. They have only opposed affirmative action. They have only opposed Section 5 of the Voting Acts. They have only imposed voter suppression and oppression. So please, if you want to be a Republican, at least have a reason behind it. At least be able to tell me what they've done and what they will do for us. So please, stop the nonsense. You're nothing but an Uncle Tom.
The king, you know you Godson across the belly. Lose. I prove you lost already. Brace yourself for the main event. Y'all impatiently waiting. It's like an AIDS test. What's the results? Not positive. Who's the best? Pac, Nas, and Big. Ain't no best. East, west, north, south, floor style greetings. I embrace y'all with